Come take a walk with me on beautiful Venice Beach in Marina del Rey, California, the home of Sabrea Soundworks, as we celebrate our 1-year anniversary. Let's start off talking about the vision of this company, the opportunity we have here. From a spiritual perspective, what we're seeking to train these artists to become, we're going to be training them not just on performance, but to take their rightful role in society as artists, right? And what I mean by that is above the politics, above the dichotomy, above the left versus right, man versus woman, whatever the conflict du jour is, because you got to project this thing out 10, 15, 20, 50 years in the future after we're gone. And so what we're seeking to create are artists who can elevate people above whatever the current obsession is, whatever the current politics are, to help lead people to the greater versions of themselves. And so in order to do that, we're going to have to train these artists to become the best versions of themselves. They're not just idols, they're not just products. I mean, the branding and all that money will be there, but that's not the goal. That's just the fuel, right? That's the fuel for the rocket ship. And this rocket ship is going into the future to create essentially an army of apostles above any specific religion, above any specific sect, but an army of people, generation by generation, to help connect human beings, to help them show human beings how to be above the technology, above the conflict, above how they identify with themselves, so that people, through the art, through the music, and through the example that these artists are setting, can access a part of themselves above what people normally identify themselves with today. That's the goal, that's the mission. Okay, so how do we do that, right? That's a big thing to want to accomplish. So what we're seeking to do is we're creating a flywheel effect. And we have a music label, a tech company, and a services company that go to capture the fans, the artists, serve the artists, and then support the industry as a whole. This puts us at the epicenter of music's new world. And so, for example, on the tech side, we just got a music distribution platform up, and we're trending towards making it a boutique agency. Where we really want to set ourselves apart is in the area of customer service. Customer service is the number one thing that is missing in an otherwise self-service industry. And that's going to be our differentiator, is that human touch. And that fits into everything we're doing, is we're establishing that human connection. Now that's the first tool in an all-in-one tool set that we're seeking to build. The next one is a fan engagement platform that helps foster the connection between artists and their fans. And these artists don't have to be our artists either. Really, the tool set is meant to support the independent artist community rather than just our label. Our mission as a California benefit corporation is to simply bring more art into the world and expand affordable access to it. How do we bring more art into the world? By providing a pathway to the middle class for independent artists. And that's what the next tool, the fan engagement tool, hopes to enact, while developing a deeper relationship between artists and their fans. On the service side, part of what we need to do there is create a whole content ecosystem. There's a whole content universe in Korea that's supporting artists that we don't have here. And so what's happening is that fans and people are going to content creators, right? The artist is getting replaced by, people who are on 24/7 filming whatever. And those people are great, they're fine. But, they're good. We want to replace good with great, right? So we need to create this content universe to, again, feature artists from other labels, major and minor, in order to help put artists front and center in the lives of fans in a way that gives access to accomplish that greater vision of our spiritual purpose. On the label side, what we're doing right now is we're representing catalogs for sync. We're connecting with buyers on the sync end, and we're going to leverage that money to start investing in our first artists. With those first artists come the fans. The fans support the tool. The tool supports the industry, and the money from supporting the independents and supporting the industry gets reinvested back into the label to help train these artists and set the foundation for this army of apostles that I'm talking about. So it's been a heck of a first year. We're attracting people to our cause, and our team is growing bigger. And the more and more people that join us, I think the better world we're going to be able to create, not just for us, but the future generations who come after us, who are going to be in more desperate need for human connection outside of technology, who are going to need more guidance to understand what it means to be a man or what it means to be a woman, really in an honorable way, right? And so the more we can work together now, the better foundation we can build for everyone's future to make this world a better place for when we leave it. And just as a reminder, that's the meaning of the name Sabrea Soundworks. Sabrea is S-A for the sea, B-R for the breeze, and E-A for the earth. All things that connect us and that will outlive us, just like art and just like music will do. So when I say there's a spiritual purpose behind this company, it's really ingrained into every single detail we do, so that eventually, when I turn this business over to the next generations, there's a clear understanding of what the mission and purpose and place and opportunity that we have, so long as we stay focused on the mission. Many blessings. Here's to a great new year.